is Mary Winston. Today we're going to explain the public comment process for commission meetings.
And I'm Ken Sharp. We'll also explain the rules that you and the commission must follow during this process.
Members of the public may come to commission meetings to voice their opinions about matters under the commission's authority. This is the public comment part of the meeting. This is an opportunity for members of the public to have their voice heard regarding a subject that is not included on the meeting's agenda.
Now, as you might imagine, it would get confusing if everyone talked and the commission didn't know who they were or why they were there. The commission has a few rules to help make this an orderly process and to give everyone who wants to make a public comment a chance to speak.
To make a public comment, you must first complete a public comment form. You'll find these forms on the table by the door when you first walk into the commission meeting room. Fill out the form completely, and when you finish, give it to the commission's administrative assistant so she can add your name to the list of speakers for the public comment part of the meeting.
The second rule is that you must limit your comments to 3 minutes or less. 3 minutes can be a very long time if you're nervous.
Yes, it can, but it goes by quickly. That's why it's very important to plan your comments carefully so you can make your point in the short amount of time available to you.
An important thing to remember is that you may not comment on any case the commission must decide during the meeting.
That's exactly right. The commission does not want to ignore you or your opinions, but because of the pending case, the commissioners might have to interrupt you and stop you from making those comments. That could be embarrassing, but more importantly, you will have wasted your time. The public comment portion of the agenda is for the commission to hear what the public has to say about issues that are not specifically listed on the agenda. The public comment period does not include debate about the issues. If the topic you want to talk about is already on the agenda, then you have to wait until the commission gets to that agenda item. You won't be allowed to comment on that topic during the public comment part of the meeting. Public comments are only for topics that are not on the agenda.
If you have a case pending before the commission, you'll get an opportunity to talk to the commission about your case when it comes up on the agenda. For that reason, you will not be allowed to talk to the commission about your case in the public comment part of the meeting. The commission will hear your case when it has to decide your case and when the commissioners have your case file in front of them.
So those are the basic rules about making public comments at a commission meeting. You must fill out a public comment form.
You only have 3 minutes to make all of your comments.
You may not comment on any case the commission has to decide that day.
Any comments about a topic that is listed on the agenda must wait until the commission takes up that agenda item.
If you have a case pending before the commission, comments about your own case will have to wait until the commission actually considers your case.
TDLR commissioners are good listeners and will consider everything you say, but keep in mind that they are not allowed to respond to your public comments. That's because the commission is only allowed to talk about things that are on the agenda. That way everyone, commissioners and the public alike, will know how to plan for each meeting.
We hope you find this information useful as you plan to make a public comment at the meeting of the Texas Commission of Licensing and Regulation.
And remember, if you ever have any questions, you can always call TDLR for assistance. While the staff at TDLR cannot give you any legal advice, they can answer basic questions about procedures at commission meetings, like offering public comments.
Thank you for watching.